On this week's episode, we talk about The Last Duel.
The DC Fandome.
And other pop culture news of the week.
Let's talk about rape. What happened this week? We saw movies, and coincidentally, they were all about rape. They were incredible movies, but they were all about rape. Unforgiven, directed by Clint Eastwood with Gene Hackman and Morgan Freeman, about a former assassin that is recruited by prostitutes to kill two guys that deface, what do we call that?
Yeah, just like brutalized
this woman's face.
Yeah.
Because she left when she saw her penis. Anyways, the movie is not about that, but the movie is about, that's the main moving plot point, directing plot point. But that's like right in the beginning. The rest of the movie about Clint Eastwood having to deal with something that he left behind. That is killing people. So that one. We also saw Promising
Young Woman.
Yeah.
Yes, this is the one that brought Emerald Fennell and kind of launched her from acting into screenwriting fame, and well deserved.
Yes.
It was incredible.
It's really good.
It deals with the aftermath of sexual assault and sexual violence.
Yeah.
And the people left behind and dealing with the trauma and seeking revenge / justice.
Revenge movie.
Oof. Yeah. Really well done.
Yeah.
We should probably just preface all this with a massive content warning. But everything we're going to talk about is dealing with sexual violence and also super inappropriate for kids.
Yes. No, most of the videos are marked that not appropriate for kids.
Okay. Cool.
Anyways, and last but not, did you see anything else? No, that was it. Yeah, and last but not least, we saw the new Ridley Scott movie, The Last Duel.
So good.
That deals with the violation, the raping of a woman, based on a true story. In France on the 12th century?
14th
century.
Yeah.
Yeah,
which I did a little research while I was putting the kids to bed. It's actually super accurate. Do you want to get into it?
You do it.
Okay, so, like you said, this is a true story. Conveniently, this all happened to important people during an important time that was all written down in the aptly named Chronicles. Which is a history of the 100 Years' War, written by this guy named
So the movie is based on a book, right? So it's the book.
Yes.
The author researched all that.
Right, researched all this. But I guess what I'm saying is that there are extant, primary sources that were written at the time, recording everything that happened, the trials, the relationship between everybody, a lot of the events that are portrayed. It was all written down at the time. So we have actually pretty decent sources for this, and they followed what happened pretty closely. The costumes were incredible, the settings, the scenes, Paris, everything. They did a really, really good job with this, up until the point that the duel, all the injuries that happened in the actual duel, it's actually written down. That's how it happened.
What do you mean?
The way they killed the horses, and then the stabbing in the leg, and all that stuff.
Oh wow!
Bam, bam, bam. That's how it happened.
So the movie is divided in 3 chapters.
Yes.
I wonder if they got the legal proceedings for what he said, and what she said.
I think so. I think, that's where most of that would have been recorded. The legal proceedings is actually where the biggest difference happened. In the movie, in real life, Legree's defense against the rape, he has a whole bunch of alibis, I couldn't even have been there, that were later proved false. But also, he just really rails on about the rivalry between him and the guy's name, who I just can't remember. He rails on this rivalry between the two of them and saying that's why your wife has accused me of rape, because you beat her up and forced her to do this, to accuse me of rape because you hate me. So that's what happened in real life. In the movie, they focus more on Marguerite, the victim, and questioning her credibility and all of that. But other than that, they follow along pretty well.
Yeah, beautifully done.
Yes.
Matt Damon, Ben Affleck,
and Jodi Comer.
What's the name of the Kyler and
Adam Driver.
Adam Driver. Yeah, and is there anyone else big that we have to mention?
Jodi Comer is new on the scene, but after this year, I'd say she's pretty big.
Yeah, but I mean, anyone else?
No, I can't think of anyone.
Yeah. So, Ridley Scott, so the movie is like pristinely done. It's like everything is, it's beautifully, masterfully done. And the writing by the brothers Affleck. I mean, Affleck and Damon.
Yeah.
They won an Oscar before for Good Will Hunting. And this one could definitely be a similar thing. It could mean an Oscar for them.
I hope so. I would love to see this get nominated as a historical film, as like a really good story. They did a great job of telling this like very topical story, like it's a very Me Too story, but really just let the story tell itself without like hammering home any kind of agenda or like putting words in anybody's mouths, like or like putting modern speeches into historical figures, into the mouths of historical figures. Like, it was really well done.
Yeah.
It looked so cool. At the very beginning, they start jousting, and like, oh man, I couldn't handle it. It was so exciting and really well done. So much attention to detail and historicity. And they didn't fuss about like weird accents or anything. Like, they just told the story. It was great.
Yeah, no, it was really good. They delve into the social politics and science and religion of the time, which is some very comedical moments, you know. When they said that a woman cannot cannot get pregnant if she doesn't have an orgasm, and since she was raped and she didn't have an orgasm, she's pregnant, but is obviously not this guy, you know.
Yeah, it's funny. There's this crazy with this doctor's like, well, it seems, you know, you have an imbalance of the four humors. You're very melancholic.
Yeah.
An excess of black bile. Like, it's to the letter. It's very accurate.
It is.
Historically.
There was this lady.
The whole four humors thing. And
what was her name? She used to be a queen, then a senator. She died of a melancholy. A broken heart.
Ah, yes. I remember that.
Queen Amdala from the county of Naboo. Anyways, no, the movie is really good. It's you know, Ridley Scott. He makes everything he makes is big and great. And this time pairing up with the Affleck and Damon's talents with Jodi Comer, right? Comer. Yeah, it's a great show.
It is. I highly recommend it. It's tragically a timeless story. So I mean, the nerd in me gets really excited about spending time in the Middle Ages like that. It was so well done. But then, yeah, like you were saying, the storytelling, the character development, all of that was just really well done. And go watch it. I want to see it nominated for like everything. It was so good.
Yeah. So the Last Duel, which ironically is not a thing in the movie. The title is not a thing because
they don't want to talk about how it's the last. Yeah.
Is that fact?
I forgot to check out that part. I remember reading something about how duels like that hadn't happened for a long time before this one.
That they mentioned.
Yes. And I think after this one, they're like, yeah, this is a terrible way to deal with this. It was horrible. And anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a tragic story. It's a great movie. The Last Duel is out in the theaters everywhere for you to see. So
yes,
go watch it.
Go watch it. Talk about it. It was great. We also watched Star Wars Terrifying Tales on Disney Plus this week.
Yes, and it was fun. It was good. They did what the Simpsons, is it the Simpsons? The Simpsons do every year. They tell short stories in, what was it, 40 minutes?
I think so.
An hour, something like that. It wasn't a 2 hour or an hour and a half. So, but they told short stories, Halloween stories, terrifying tales, as the name, and they go to different parts and times of the galaxy to tell those stories. They tell the story of how Kylo Ren became. They tell the story of what else? Darth Maul.
Yeah.
And they tell the story of the holocron. If Luke found the holocron, is that how it goes?
Yeah.
And the what they call the Banta's paw, the monkey.
Oh no, it was a Wookiee's paw.
Wookiee's paw.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
How the holocron, like power. Can make things worse if you're not ready for it. Yeah, and it was fun. I really enjoyed it. The main character, the focus on the show is Paul Dameron. Of course, Disney gonna stick to their new characters because they still want to make them. They still have to sell them. That's the truth. We never found out who the kid was, right? The kid was nameless.
Yeah.
But the story, the main place where they hear those stories, and when the story develops a little bit more, is the castle of Darth Vader in Mustafar.
Which is getting an exciting renovation by one of the Hutts. He's turning it into a thrilling hotel casino experience.
Yes.
So, where you can experience all the power of the dark side.
Yeah.
It's great. It's definitely like totally on brand for Lego. Oh, just all these goofy little jokes and breaking the fourth wall. All the stuff that Lego does so well. Yeah. So in that sense, it was fun. If you're looking for like Star Wars, this is not it. If you just want to have a good time.
Oh yeah, that's Lego jokes. Lego fun.
Very fun. Anything else about that?
No. It's available on Disney Plus.
Yes.
Everywhere.
And it's called Terrifying Tales, but I mean, our 5-year-old who was terrified of literally everything watched it and it was fine.
No, it's not terrifying. It's just a Halloween spooky thing. It's not even that spooky.
It's like spooky, yeah. Okay, wow, we've got so much news this week.
Yeah.
So, first off, Will Poulter has joined Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 as Adam Warlock.
Yeah. And the kid that got his testicles hurt on... I forgot the name of the movie. This is a movie with Ted Lasso. What's his book? Jason Sudeikis, Jennifer Aniston, Emma... Is that Emma?
What movie was that?
Julia Roberts. Emma Roberts. And the kid, yeah. It's like it's four different people. 4 strangers. They get together to cross the border. Yeah, each one has a different reason. And yeah, sure. And he also, I think, was he on a Racing Kids, Amazing Racing Kids? No, it's called.
I think Maze Runner.
Maze Runner. Was he in Maze Runner? I think.
It seems like he would be.
Anyway,
I'm more excited.
Everybody wanted
actor, whatever. Adam Warlock, I'm excited about.
Yeah. Everybody wanted Keanu Reeves, but I guess not. I guess it's gonna be. It's also a James Gunn movie, so it could be, it could be a joke.
It could be.
I'm not saying a joke that Bazing is not him, but I'm saying that it's him, but the character's gonna be
comedic. Yeah.
Which I don't know. The end of the Guardians 2 with the post-credit scene where we see the ladies like raising Warlock. Sounds pretty serious, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll find out.
At this point, I don't know if he's gonna be a good guy or a bad guy. It's I mean, at least antagonist to the good guys.
Yeah. Okay. William Shatner, the OG Captain Kirk, went to space this week.
Yes. He got pretty excited. He afterwards talking about he guaranteed all of you out there that Earth is round. It's not flat.
Yes.
I checked it.
He did check. Yeah. So Jeff Bezos took him up on the Blue Origin's rocket. That's definitely not shaped like a penis at all. And yeah, William Shatner had profound experience in that very William Shatner way.
Oh, and he not only did this, which is a personal big achievement, but he's actually the oldest person to go to space in history. So yeah.
He is. So he went up, got a good look at space, new perspective on our planet. He said he came back overwhelmed with sadness and empathy for this beautiful thing we call Earth.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and he's like, look, guys, it's Earth. Let's go back down.
He actually cried.
I'm pretty sure he
coming
cried.
back, he's very emotional.
Yeah, I was
afterwards.
trying to do a Kirk, but
we know.
I'm terrible.
Yeah.
Doing Kirk. And other things. Anyways. Yeah.
I thought it was pretty good.
But pretty good.
Yeah.
Larry's back.
Man.
And he's gonna go after everybody. He has no restraints, it's Larry David. He can do anything, and he does. Mm-hmm. And HBO said that as long as Larry comes back, we're gonna do another season, and promise fulfilled. Another season is coming out.
Season
October.
11. Yeah. October 24th.
Yeah, so a couple...
It's like, what, next week?
Week and a half? Yeah, next week. Yeah, and the trailer is amazing.
Oh my gosh, it looks hilarious.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait. There's nothing else to say beyond, it looks fabulous. Yeah. And...
Quick bit about funny, crazy stuff. There's stirring up people out there. The Dave Chappelle special on Netflix is causing because stuff he says. But Netflix is sticking to it and says no.
Wow.
Yeah. More than once, Sarandon said that this is freedom of speech, this is comedy, this actually does not hurt people in real life. We're not going to take it down. And it's their prerogative. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. Mm-hmm. The guy usually is funny. You didn't watch it yet. I do want to watch it. Mm-hmm. And the company is backing him, which I think is I'm really happy that they're doing that, because all the companies now are selling out for the sake of diversity, political correctness, inclusion, whatever. Mm-hmm. And sometimes as a company, as a capitalist organization, you're trying to sell to everybody. And when you change everything in your company to sell to a minority, it does not make sense. It sounds more socialist than capitalist, because you're not trying to sell to everybody. You're trying to appease a minority. And talking about this, DC Comics this week.
Oh my gosh. We should be very clear, because I feel like this is getting misreported or reported in a misleading way.
Most places are doing it. Places are doing it.
Everywhere I've heard about it has just said that Superman is bi.
What was it? Was it NPR?
Yeah. The news sources that the average person is gonna hear are saying Superman is bi.
All the
the big names, I'm sure that comicbook.com or whatever, they're gonna get it right. But
and actually the goal is to say the Superman is bisexual, because the whole thing is a narrative stunt, is not for sake of creativity. It's not to sell more, because they will not sell more because of that. It's just to appease this social moment. So the goal is Clark Kent, Kal-El, less than a Krypton, Superman is out of Earth on a mission. And because Earth cannot be without Superman, they recruited Superboy, Superman's son, to be the new Superman. So that kid, Jonathan Kent, is the character that was revealed to be bisexual. And they're calling it Superman because he is a...
Because for the moment...
Because for the moment. And it's I was reading this Chuck Dixon comic book author article, and it's spot on. He was the guy that created Bane, and Bane, it was there was no Bane. He created Bane. Bane is out to today. It's a character that he created. In his article, he's go about how Marvel and DC comic books these days suck. Because they don't create. They're trying to change characters that exist to appease whatever group.
To check boxes.
Yeah, to check boxes. Instead of creating a new character. Imagine if in 1938, Jerry Siegel and Joey Shuster would not create Superman. They would try to change a character that did exist. We would not have Superman.
Yeah.
So these people, they are shooting themselves in the feet by not creating, but trying to recycle things that exist. And there's a reason why some symbols like Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, on the Marvel side too, Spider-Man, the X-Men, Captain America. There's a reason why symbols they are strong and they last, because they were created properly. Once you recycle, you're losing an opportunity of creating a character, And even though Superboy, Jonathan Kent, is Superman's son, is not really Superman, it's like, maybe if there was not the time for a son when you could create a new character, but they did that for Superman, they did that for Robin. It's sticking to the formula that Hollywood does, reboots, revivals, remakes, rehashing, because it's safe and but yeah, so they did that to Superboy, Superman, Jonathan Kent, and it was like so kind of, it was even stupid to the point that you have Damon and you have Jonathan Kent, the Super Sons. They had comics together, and then from one day to the other, Damon is still a young boy, and then Superboy is now like a young adult. It's like, what the heck? And they're already showing comics where they're gonna get together. It's like, so is something wrong with Damon? The grandson of the devil doesn't grow up? Age. Because this kid grew up a lot. He's already going out.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
Grandpa did spend a lot of time in Lazarus Pits.
Yeah, but he would get like old, and then he would go to the pit and then get young. He would not stay young. Anyways,
I don't know. So
that's what's going on in the world of comic books with Superboy and which is they just did that with Tim Drake a while ago, and with Tim Drake was worse because they denied all the past of the character, and suddenly it's like, it was not even through crisis. When you go through a cosmic crisis to recreate characters, it might be for a stupid thing. The character might not end up as good as it was before, but still you destroyed and remade it. It's like, for Drake, it's like, no. You know what? He kept the secret. It's like, whatever. Come on, people. Anyways, so yeah. Moving on.
Okay, yeah. Moving on. There's a leak. Well, a leak. I don't know. Really? We've got a title for the Into the Spiderverse sequel.
It's a leak? No, I think it's...
Well, the movie's coming out in October 22.
Yeah.
And the title was... I guess the headline I saw said...
Across the Multiverse, right?
Across the Spiderverse, yeah.
Which, I don't know, I feel like it's like, is it going to be a romantic show? Is it going to be a love story? Because, there's Across the Universe, the Beatles movie. I don't know.
Yeah.
But either way, the first one was fun. I hope they keep up. I really
liked it.
I hope they keep up and do a good job in the second one.
Yeah, and it seems like they're sticking to the multiverse.
And we might see Miguel. We might see Spider-Man 2099.
Yes.
Which that'll be cool.
Too.
Yeah.
That would be very cool. Cool. All right. Jennifer Coolidge is coming back, and her character's coming back.
Did you see that?
No.
I was like, you're talking about, so you saw it.
Yeah, well, I just saw the headline.
But it's like,
I don't know if it was
for me, it's like, what the heck is going on? Because she was on the first season.
Yeah.
And they bringing her to be the same character.
Yeah.
And she was, Tanya? Tanya's in there?
Yeah, Tanya.
Yeah. And it's like, huh?
Like, did she just attract horrors?
She's going to go to a different hotel? A White Lotus in Africa? And I mean, it could totally be. Of all the characters, she was the one that went to the hotel, did what she needs to do, and left. So she could be the spectator of craziness everywhere. But on the same hotel, the same brand of hotel, I wouldn't go to White Lotus.
Maybe she goes to Thailand this time or something.
Sure, but I wouldn't go to the same company. Sure. It's like, I mean, I guess she didn't suffer much, right? She got everything she needed.
Fine, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. After the first, I'm deeply skeptical of a second season.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I'm willing to be surprised. Oh my gosh, that soundtrack! I don't get this trend because we saw it in Tranquillum too. This breathing as music, and like humanity's great and all, but like your breathing is not music. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. It's just annoying. Guys, do better. Do better. Okay. What are the stars of A Quiet Place? Millicent Simmonds. She's actually from our area.
Yeah, she's a local.
And she is, in fact, hard of hearing, deaf. And she's going to be playing... She's been cast as Helen Keller for a biopic.
I thought it was a great news. I thought it was going to be very interesting.
It is.
What's a bucket?
Rachel Brosnahan.
Rachel Brosnahan, another great one's going to be part of the project too.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that because, I mean, she's demonstrated the acting chops. She's a part of that community, which is great. So we're checking all kinds of boxes. But she also even kind of looks like it just makes sense. Yeah. So yeah, it's great. Okay. Let's get to our big thing.
Fandom. We got all the news out?
Yeah.
Okay, so Fandom, which has a lot of news too.
It is.
But Fandom. So DC started this last year. Because of COVID, they couldn't do. Nobody could do conventions properly or at all. So DC, let's do virtual, and they did well, did properly. San Diego tried something, but it wasn't. It was. I mean, San Diego has to pay, and to watch online. I don't know. Being at the con to pay to see the same thing, I wouldn't. Even something big as San Diego or Salt Lake. So might as well cancel. But DC did this for their own characters throughout their multiverse. They did this last year, and they did this again this year. And only good things. They only improved. Everything was better. Everything was shorter, but they only cut the non-essential because last year it was like almost a whole day.
It was. It was it was like 12 hours of content.
But it dragged because of like the panels where the creative people from different projects were talking. They would talk, and sometimes talk and sometimes it would be interesting, sometimes not. Besides of whatever they talk and just saying on having a conversation that only makes sense to them. This time, no, they edited, they made it concise.
And they kind of cleaned it up.
Yeah,
it felt a little more like professionally done. And all of that.
But the premise was the same. They had their big projects coming and running. They had people involved in the projects. They had teases. They have production drawings and images. And let's. What did we see?
We saw so much. So the first big one was Black Adam. So this is Dwayne Johnson's big project that they've been working on for what feels like ages. We've got a release date, July 29th.
Yes.
Of next year.
And we had images
and like a very little bit of an opening scene.
Yeah. And these days, even though we have evil in the world, we always did, we still have, and we're probably gonna have for a long time in the future. The whole, there's no villains, there's miscomprehended bad guys, empathy and sympathy for this guy could be you. They don't stick to the black and white. They love to put the villains on the gray, yellow, pink, whatever. So there was this whole thing about Black Adam that we got. At least I got the feeling since last Fandom, but this teaser is like, this guy is bad.
Very bad.
But you never know. Maybe 5 minutes later he's gonna say, "Oh, I'm doing this because you killed my puppy."
I don't know. I mean, they didn't do that in Shazam. Like, they gave him a sad backstory and everything, but he was still just like, nope, this is an evil dude.
He stick to the bed, yeah. But I mean, you never know. That's the thing. You never know what's gonna happen in the sequel. Loki was bad in the first one, even if he said past and problems, family problems, and then comes the second. No, he wasn't the second. Come Avengers. No, Avengers. He was bad too. Full but bad. But then after that comes with. No, it was the second one. Yeah, it was the Dark World. He paired up with Thor, which is, in the case of Thor, is kind of, it happened in the books. Like, Thor would fall for his brothers, like, oh, brother. Yeah. And then comes Loki and stab him in the back. They kind of making it worse because, you know, they give him a show and they give him all these feelings and stuff. So he's not only fooling his brother, he's kind of fooling himself. Yeah. But yeah.
Anyway, Black Adam looks like a very bad dude. Yeah. But like totally worth the wait, I think.
Yeah, we saw some of the cast. Some conceptual images, some of what the cast think about the new coming movie. Like Pierce Brosnan from the James Bond said there's like this big
current Dr. Fate. Oh man.
Yeah, he said it's bigger than Bond.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he looked good too. Because he showed up in costume, so like really great like twirly mustache and little goatee. Yeah, like I can't wait.
So yeah, Black Adam next summer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next December we're getting Aquaman 2. Oh shoot, what was the title? Kingdom.
Atlantis, the Kingdom of the Sea, Under the Sea with Sebastian. Yes. I can't remember.
Aquaman, the boy who talks with fish. Anyway, that's gonna be coming out next year.
Fate of Atlantis. No, that's the name of
Sunken Kingdom. Anyway, we saw a bit with Jason Momoa, a lot of behind the scenes stuff there. We got to see that Orm, Mira, and Black Manta. They're all
Aquaman in the Lost Kingdom.
Lost Kingdom. I know there's a kingdom.
Which was Atlantis, but different Atlantis. I don't know.
Yeah. Either way, so but yeah, what they showed us looked great. They said this is gonna be like there are gonna be lots of locations. They're keeping the scale huge, which is my favorite thing about the Aquaman movie. Like it's one of the few that really looked and felt like an actual comic book and not like a film based on a comic book. Like it had the color and the
in Aquaman.
It was very
Aquaman. Cool. Aquaman like Thor. Thor didn't do that. Thor kind of moved away, but I guess that happens in the comic books. But they could go a different route. But Aquaman like Thor, the narrative universe is so big by itself that you could do an entire movie on their own universe, like entire movie in Asgard, or go to Jotunheim or Mopenheim or any of the 9 kingdoms. So as Aquaman in the 7 seas and the kingdoms, and they could but there's a bad guy that wants revenge, and he's coming for Aquaman. And that's why we're gonna shake Earth and Sea.
It looks great. Totally different side of the same coin. There's an Aquaman animation that's actually already started. Yes. And it's on HBO Max and Cartoon Network. So it's an Aquaman animated series. And this is to Aquaman what Teen Titans Go would be to Titans. Like just totally goofy, absurd, silly.
But with way smaller hands than Robin.
You think Robin has baby hands? Oh yeah, these guys are really,
For a second, I thought that he had no hand. Like there's a run in the books, the Aquaman
he gets this really cool hook.
Yeah, he loses his hand. I was like, wait, no, he does have a hand, but it's like
the animated style is just like fingers. It's like a wrist and then like little
fingers.
Yeah. It's very very goofy.
Yeah.
So that looks like fun. We'll probably check that out. Okay.
It's still sticking around animations. We saw Harley Quinn talking about new season. The show is funny. We didn't see much. We only saw a couple episodes, but the show is hilarious. Of course, we saw Harley We saw King Shark and Kite Man was there. So yeah, Alan Tudyk does like tons of voices on the show.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, and Kaylee Cuoco is a great Harley.
She does really good Harley. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, Harley's development over the years just really interesting to me. So there's more of that show. Any other animated stuff? Speaking of Teen Titans Go, there's gonna be a Teen Titans Go DC Superhero Girls movie.
Yes, there was a part of the show that they talk about the DC. Yeah. Those are all animations. The DC showcase animations. Mm-hmm. They're gonna start with Constantine. What's it called?
House of Mystery.
Matt Ryan is coming back to voice Constantine. Mm-hmm. It was always good. He's a good Constantine. Mm-hmm. We're gonna have Teen Titans and DC. What's it called? DC Superhero Girls. Mayhem. Mm-hmm. In the multiverse.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
It is. I definitely look forward to
last Teen Titans movie, it was about the multiverse. Okay, it was Teen Titans versus Teen Titans Go.
Yes.
And we saw Teen Titans of all parts in the multiverse.
It was so good.
Yeah, so they're gonna do that again, but focus on these two teams.
Yeah.
What else? There was Catwoman. Hunted is Hunted, right?
Yeah.
Catwoman animation solo. I mean, Batwoman's gonna be there too. Mm-hmm. But mostly Catwoman. What else?
Mm-hmm. Green Lantern. Wear My Power.
Yeah, Wear My Power. And we know nothing. And the Green Lantern Corps. So big. Mm-hmm. There's so many characters that they can use, and they could use a bunch of them.
They could, and literally a whole galaxy to set it in.
Yes, it doesn't have to be on Earth, which was, anyways.
Yeah.
And
Battle of the Super Sons.
Battle of the Super Sons. You just talk about Super Sons. Damon Wayne and Jonathan Kent. Mm-hmm. They are the same age in the books and everywhere else. But not in this new run. Yeah. But they're gonna get a show, which
is it a show or a movie?
A movie.
A movie.
A DC showcase animation, which might be related to what's going on, or maybe not. Yeah. Probably not, because they had really cool adventures together when they were at the same age, when they were both trying to learn and be Superman and Batman. In the case of Damon, it's still Robin.
Yeah, I feel like Damien could really use some like Kent wholesomeness. Just like an antidote to the whole grandson of Ra's al Ghul thing growing up. But then
comes John and talks about Pa Kent and Ma Kent, and then comes Damien and talks about the devil.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. like Damien, he needs some like grounding, wholesome, like happy, functional family stuff. Because
comes Jonathan's like, Damien, you can't kill people. I was like, why not?
Come sit and have some apple pie.
Any more animations?
Oh gosh, not that I can think of off the top of my head.
Injustice.
No.
Injustice gonna be released on the 19th. So they had a little panel with some of the creators of Injustice. Injustice that is actually a good crossover because it deals with animation and video games, so we can talk about video game next. But Injustice is this video game for PlayStation 3 originally that was restored for PS4 about what if Superman becomes a bad guy. And it's not a bad guy like a bad guy per se. Like, again, he has his reasons. So there's a big tragedy and Metropolis dies, the entire city dies. So is Lotus, and it's all the Joker's fault. So he kills the Joker, and from there it's like, this will never happen again. So he start imposing justice everywhere. He takes away all the guns. Oh, bad guys take away all the guns. Okay. What else? And he take all the criminals to super prisons that he creates. So he becomes a bad guy. So that's the premise of the video game. And in the game, I'm not gonna get much in details, but they made an animation based on that game. The game was so successful that DC did a series of 5 years worth of comic books prequeling the game.
Yeah.
Which
is really backwards. Usually you'd start with comics and then go to a video game. But this time the video game was so interesting. You're like, oh, well, let's tell that story.
And they did a sequel, and they are already announcing a third one. And I hope it comes to light. I hope it comes true. So there you go. Injustice, great animation, comes out next week. You might be talking about pretty soon. So I'm not gonna get much more details. Okay,
but that takes us to 2 video games, right? That they talked about.
Yes.
So
3. There was a mobile phone, a mobile game, but we're not gonna talk about because it's it's Trigon invades Earth and the League's gonna fight them, and that's all we know. We don't know how the mechanics and how. Yeah. Anyways.
No. Okay, so kind of similar to Injustice, there is the first video game is Suicide Squad versus Justice League. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
So in this one, Justice League, they're all in Metropolis, and they've gone rogue. They've gone evil for some reason. And
seems like mind control. They're controlled by some sort of aliens.
Yeah. So Amanda Waller rounds up Task Force X and sends them on in.
Yeah.
So we got a little bit more of a sneak peek.
We did see from the difference between what we saw this year and last year. It's like we saw Amanda Waller, we saw the Flash, and you saw the Suicide Squad in action. Mm-hmm. So they fighting aliens, fighting Superman, and exciting. Let's see when it comes out.
It does. It looks good. It looks interesting. The other one is Gotham Knights. So this is another one we saw a little bit of last year. And this time we saw a little bit more of the story, and it's really leaning in to the Court of Owls.
Yes.
As villains.
Yeah.
And the Bat family is kind of dealing with that.
And by the Bat family is a batless family because Batman is dead.
Oh, he's dead. I missed that.
Yeah, you just didn't see the grave. They showed the.
Well, I didn't pay much attention because graves are always part of it. Like his parents died.
Yeah. No, it's
that's always.
There's a lot of confusing stuff about this game because the trailer we saw last year, it shows Batman sends this message out to Barbara, Dick, Damien, and Jason. Mm-hmm. I mean, not Damien. I don't know if it's Damien or if it's Tim. I'm Robin. And in the message, he's like. It's right before he dies, an explosion disappears, whatever. It's like, hey, you have to take care of Gotham now, and blah 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 blah. And which is the confusing part is because the end of the Arkham Knight game, Batman theoretically dies too. So is this following up that game?
That's right.
But it's a different company, so we don't know. But seeing what we saw today, I have the feeling that I don't think Bruce is dead. I think it's. Part of the plot at the end, he's gonna show up. Yeah,
that would make sense.
Yeah,
that fits. Either way, Court of Owls.
Because as the symbol that Batman is.
Yeah.
A Dick would take. In many versions, it happens that Dick takes the mental.
Takes the cowl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of the cowl, do we want to talk about the Batman?
Yes, let's talk about the Batman. Let's before that, let's go quick about what happened in CW. So people from CW that came to the show.
Mm-hmm. Grant Gustin showed up. They didn't really show us much of the next season of The Flash, except
which Iris gonna be there, and she's gonna lead the team.
I don't know. This show, I loved this show so much. And it's still running, and it should have stopped a while ago.
But, he showed his boots.
Yeah, he gets gold boots now, so yay. Maybe he can get a better script, and that would be great.
Yeah.
Supergirl is wrapping up.
Yeah, they had a panel with, many of the people that have been to the show throughout these many years. And nothing new, they're having fun. They answer a couple questions. They talk about some curiosities from the show. Yeah.
Mhm. Yep, and then Batwoman.
Yeah, I can't remember her name, but the main.
Javicia.
Javicia, whatever.
Something less than.
Lula. Anyway,
the current Batwoman, who personally I like so much more than
She came in with Alice and talk about they're gonna pair up. Imagine a bad guy helping a good guy.
I know, this is so.
On the same note, we had there was a little spotlight for Batwing. Character from the show. Legends of Tomorrow cool. Celebrating their 100 episodes, which means syndication.
What?
More money, and it's a fun show.
It is,
and
so funny.
Still
so
going
weird.
on. Jumping from that to Suicide Squad, because we didn't have to talk about the Flash and the Batman. But from HBO Max, there was panels for Doom Patrol. There was exclusive footage in a panel for Peacemaker. That looks interesting, funny. I don't know how they're going to deal with the fact that he was a bad guy. And now he's going to fight bad guys?
Yeah.
He's going to be some sort of Deadpool for the DC universe?
Are we just forgetting how truly terrible he was?
Or is going to be some sort of Deadpool for the DC universe? Like he's not an anti-hero?
But the thing is, he was just, really bad.
Yeah.
He betrayed and killed good guys.
Yeah, I guess you're gonna count on the fact that audience is not a member. Anyways.
But we remember,
I hope not, because it's HBO Max, it's not TV.
Yeah.
We saw image from the Titans. It's gonna get a 4th season. That's great news. We saw image from more animations. I forgot to mention Cape Crusader from the same creators of Batman, the animated adventures, and my Adventures of Superman. Also, Young Justice Phantom. It looks good. They all look good.
They did. The Young Justice series was so good.
Sorry.
No, that's it.
Ava DuVernay spotlight her new show DMZ with Rosario Dawson. Looks good.
It looks fantastic, and this is a great role for her because this is taking place during America's second Civil War. Manhattan has become a DMZ, and so Rosario Dawson shows up there and deals with stuff, which is what she does. I feel like she's kind of typecast as someone who comes in all right, let's get stuff done.
And last but not least, another animation League of Super Pets, led by Crypto and Ace, the super dogs. I mean, one is a super dog, one is a bat dog.
Voiced by Kevin Hart and Dwayne Johnson.
Yes, and it also looks good.
Yes,
but
it's a comedy.
Last but not least, we saw the trailers for the new Flash movie and the trailer for the new Batman. And start with Batman. It looks good. It does look good. It's intense. It's dark. It's very noir. As the proposal, and he looks great as Batman. But he looks super young. It sounds young. As Bruce. But again, maybe that's the proposal. Maybe they want to do.
That wasn't my understanding.
The beginning, of Batman career.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, from what Matt Reeves was saying and the other people there, this is Bruce. He's still finding himself. He's still finding himself as Bruce Wayne, but also figuring out his role as Batman and who that's gonna be and where Batman. Or where Bruce Wayne ends and Batman begins. Oh, that should be a movie. Oh.
It's funny. There was an image of Matt Reeves on the set talking, and he was no mustache like he's now, with a scarf. I was like, oh, it's young Christopher Nolan. So I guess someone told him that, and he put his mustache so nobody would call him Nolan.
Either way, it looks interesting and different enough to be worth another Batman movie. But he did say clearly this is early in Batman's career, but not really an origin story. So I guess we're not spending time with training and developing the cowl and Crime Alley and stuff and I don't know.
I don't know. It looks definitely interesting. It looks good.
Riddler is gonna be a big
Riddler. We saw Penguin, Catwoman.
Yeah, looks good.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. So that's coming March of next year.
Yeah. And last but not least, The Flash.
Oh my gosh. Ezra Miller shows up and he's like, we can't really show you anything because we're not done with anything, but we can show you like a little bit here. And oh my gosh, it was like one heck of a teaser. So I'm like 90% sure Michael Keaton was the voiceover at the beginning.
Yeah, I think so too. And this one I was saw in the news out there, and then it was something like Michael Keaton's back as Batman, Batman, something like that. And it's funny because in the teaser you only saw his back, so Michael Keaton's back, Batman. Like, oh yeah, that's accurate. And we see 2 Flashes. We
3.
see Supergirl. What about 3?
Wasn't there a moment where there were 3 Flashes?
Huh?
Never mind.
I'm talking about there's a picture like one of the last frames looking at Batman.
Oh, okay.
We saw 2 Ezra Millers and Sasha as Supergirl.
Yes.
Which I think is Supergirl's from 52. No, from 52, from Injustice. I think that's what she was originally from. Anyways, and of course there's a last shot of something that looks like the Batmobile. Might be the Batmobile. And that's what's like pulling.
He's like pulling off the cover and
cuts, and then we can hear him saying, "Oh my god!" It looks good. It looks fun, and when that one comes out,
not soon enough. Let's see, next November. Next November, freaking year!
Oh gosh!
Because, oh man, by the end of that, I was so pumped. The source material, the whole like Flashpoint story, is so good.
If they go for Flashpoint, I'm not sure.
It definitely sounded like Flashpoint.
Yeah.
Because part of the voiceover was talking about like you can travel in time, and we see him like talking to his mom, and so.
That's true. Oh, we have glimpses of his new, clothes, uniform, and it looks good.
Part of me wonders if Michael Keaton is going to be more like a Thomas Wayne.
That was the rumors. There's still rumors. There's all rumors by now, but that would be the thing. But that would mean that at the end it would be resetted, right? He would go back to it, and apparently some of the scenes you see Michael Keaton, apparently those are, according to rumors, those are the end of the movie.
Oh, okay.
So we don't know. And dealing with time travel and if multiverse. Like, he already went to CW. We saw him on CW.
That's right.
The Flash. Next year. Oh, so long. I guess
it is so long.
I guess that's it for this fandom recap.
Shazam?
Shazam! I forgot about Shazam.
Yeah. So this is even further out. They're looking at 2023, but we saw for the first time Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu step up in their role as villains.
They're villains.
Yeah.
Or villains with heart.
I'm really okay with them being bad guys. Either way.
Yeah.
It looks great.
This is another one that looks great. We go from what's the cave called? Oh my gosh. The Cave of Destiny? No.
Eternal something. I don't remember. I haven't actually read any Shazam. I only ever see him like in
Cave of Wisdom to the Library of Wisdom. It's not Wisdom, I can't remember. But
either way, cool locations.
They're gonna deal with gods and humans and fight each other. And
Jim Hansu is back.
And with the family, with the Shazam family, Captain Marvel family, whatever.
Yeah.
And it looks good. It looks exciting. Zach Levi and that kid. I can't remember the name. Shazam coming soon too. There was so much things to see. I'm pretty sure you can find all online videos, trailers.
Oh, I'm sure.
Posters. You can probably watch the whole thing. I'm not sure.
Yeah, or at least clips or excerpts.
Yes.
I'm sure on all the different social medias.
Yeah. You have any more news?
No, that covers it.
Yeah. So there was a lot of news.
Week.
Next week we coming to you with our review of Dune. And this time we read the book.
Yeah.
No, she did.
I am reading frantically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're gonna see the new Denis Villeneuve Dune with a great casting, and it looks beautiful. So
it does.
See you next week with that and more.
Okay. In the meantime, stay safe. Comment, like, subscribe, all that stuff.
Yes, all that. And may the force be with you.
Live long and prosper.
Bye.
Bye.